Do you believe the Warriors team Warriors team can make a run to the finals? Do you believe or don't you believe? And I believe. Now, does that make me a fool? Am I guaranteeing the championship? No, I'm not guaranteeing the championship. Anything can happen. We haven't seen Kuminga play a prominent role in the postseason yet. We haven't seen Podziemski play in the playoffs yet. We haven't seen TJD play in the playoffs yet. We've seen Moody contribute to a championship. We've seen him play some big minutes last year in the playoffs. But the inexperience of those four overall, look, let's see what they do in their first go-round in the postseason. Now, Jordan pulled his first go-round, helped the Warriors win that fourth championship, averaging over 17 points a game. Now, he had his ups and downs, but that's playoff basketball. That's the playoff life. But Kuminga, with the way he's coming around, just, again, you and I, Shasky, have been on this Kuminga front for a long time. From day one, actually. And the thing with Kuminga that happens every single game, it amazes me. He gets better in-game, every game, by the second. So yesterday, for example, look, he only took 5 threes on a 4-game road trip. Yesterday, he takes 4 threes. He took a couple early. He's thinking, Kuminga, why are you settling here? The in-game adjustment from him saying, you want me to shoot the three. I'm going to take a couple dribbles in. I'm going to hit this free throw jumper. Oh, wait, Brook Lopez, you want to try to make me shoot the three? I'm just going to blow right past you and go in and hit this layup here. The growth of Jonathan Kuminga, I mean, this is fun. It's always fun watching an athlete become, know, when Curry became that dude, it was fun. When Clay became that dude, when Draymond got to start for David Lee, when David Lee was out with the hamstring, and you see him just take off and the Warriors take off and win 67 games in 2014-15, it's a beautiful thing to watch. Watching Kuminga ascend by the game, by the second, by the possession, it's beautiful music, Shasky.
In our mind, development is linear. Like, you're just always going to go up, right? I'll use CJ Stroud as an example. You hit the ground running and you're awesome from day one, you know? Brock Purdy, you know what I mean? You get an opportunity, and from the second you get in there, you're awesome. Buster Posey. Many more people have the ups and downs of a career. Again, you're not going to be as prolific as Steph Curry, but like Steph Curry was not the rookie of the year. It was Tyreek Evans.
Yep.
Okay? Steph Curry was a good player his rookie year and was ascending, but then he had some setbacks and things like that. And I just think that the tolerance level for young players when it comes to development is out of whack, because a lot of people who are opining about the Warriors have never developed anyone in their life, either professionally or on a sports field or on a sports court. And when you are in the development game, there's going to be so many 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps back, 4 steps forward. Like, it's just the progression and the development is, again, it's not linear. It's not a rocket. You don't just go forward. And I think when I listen to people talk about Jonathan Kuminga in particular, to me, they're snitching on themselves, because they're telling me they don't understand the plight of developing a raw product at the highest level of that particular industry when there is zero tolerance for mistakes. And to me, it's like, that's just not realistic. It's not realistic. We're looking at Paolo Banchero. Excellent player. Excellent player. If he was on a championship-ladled team with Hall of Famers, it would be viewed completely different.
No doubt.
And I'm not taking anything away from him. I think he's farther along than so many other guys his age. To do what TJD has done lately, it took time. He couldn't just step right in and immediately do it. Podziemski, same thing. Kuminga is more raw than both of those guys coming into the league. And then I'm not even bringing in the cultural jump that he's had to take coming from Congo and coming from the G League.
Well, he's been in America since he's been 14.
I understand, but I still believe that there should be some grace on that.
No, there is. I mean, it is what it is. But he's been here since he was 14 years old. He's acclimated well. He's been in the States for a long time now. But I hear you with the cultural difference and whatnot. But he went to New York City. He got acclimated real quick. You know what he did when he was in New York City? He hung out at St. John's. Willie was the coach of St. John's.
Interesting.
And J.K. was always up there. Willie tells me all the time the guy was a gym rat. So this story that came out last year that, J.K. doesn't work hard or he doesn't do this and that, I said it right away. That's crap. Everything I know about Jonathan Kuminga and the fact that we know Jonathan Kuminga, we talked to Jonathan Kuminga, the guy's a worker. The guy wants to be great. He wants to be great. I don't never want to change that from the young man. And so with the bumps in the roads or whatnot, JK, dude, look, he's fine, man. He's coming into himself. He's coming into his own right now.
Well, and I think one thing that I got Man, I got so angry because, like, all these people I see complain in their real life and in their professional life, they complain and they gossip behind the scenes. And then Jonathan Kuminga, at 21 years old, comes out, and it's not the greatest thing in the world, but comes out and basically says, like, I don't want to play.
Right.
That's basically what happened. Him and Steve Kerr,
Right.
like, I've lost faith in him because he doesn't trust me or whatever. Right. You know what? He put his money where his mouth is. Because since then, he's been damn near perfect.
Yes.
Damn near perfect.
He scores 20, and it's like, all right, cool. Now we've gotten past that. Remember, we had to say, man, he scored a double figures in 34 straight games. Now, I said it on a post-game show when I was like, we need to throw that stat away. Because that's a given now.
What is it now?
That's a given.
What's it at?
What is it at? It's like,
I'm just curious.
It's like 39 to 40.
That's incredible,
like that.
though.
It's like 39 to 40. I'll pull it up in just a second. I don't even keep track of it no more because it doesn't matter. This guy's dropping 20. Think about the first 3 games on a 4-game road trip. 20 plus, 21, 6, and 5.
Yeah, he's been amazing.
He goes to the guard. He's dropped 28. I mean, the guy is hooping right now. He scored 20 plus in the first 3 games on that road trip. And of course, everybody, they didn't show up against Boston. It was tough, but you come back and you beat the Bucks by 35. So now you got JK rolling. And if you get anything for Pods, because Joe Lacob joined us yesterday in the pregame said, look, man, Pods has been very impressive. He's no ordinary rookie. And some people will say, well, Pods is struggling here and there. His first game back after missing 2 games.
Yeah.
Gives you 8. He gives you 7 rebounds. He gives you 3 assists. He gives you hustle. He just knows where to be, both offensively and defensively, and that ball stays hopping. He understands 0.5 basketball, so stop box score reading and just watch the game.
Yes.
Just watch the game.
Yeah, I'm with
That's all
you.
I ask people to do.
Well,
watch the game.
And isn't it ironic that on a team with a guy like Draymond Green, where most people say, like, if you don't think he's good, then you're not watching the game.
Right.
It's interesting how Podziemski is a very comparable type of an impact. Not that they're the same player, but the impact goes beyond box score. Watch the games.
So you asked me about Kuminga?
I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just so
you
happy.
You have no idea how thrilled I am.
He could have easily checked out and never reached anywhere close to his potential with this team after what happened last year at the end of the year.
No doubt. So here you go. Kuminga, 20 points last night. 17th 20-point game.
Okay.
It's the 39th time in the last 41 games he's scored in double figures. Tied a career high with 3 blocks last night. Quietly had 3 block shots. So he's playing defense, and he's taking out a challenge for Giannis.
Did you see that one point? It was Moody and Kuminga switching at the top of the key on Dame and Giannis on a high pick and roll. And I just kept thinking to myself, a year ago, there's no way they're rolling this out.
No way.
And I mean, 4 months ago, I don't even think they're rolling that out.
And something that's happened with this basketball team, I want to bring it up on the other side.
Yeah,
maybe we have a couple minutes here, but the veterans embracing the youngsters.
Yes.
Last year, it felt like there was a reluctance to fully embrace the youngsters on this basketball. Maybe they just weren't good enough, and the veterans knew.
But was it also in part, and it's never one thing, but in part an insecurity because you feel like someone's coming for your stuff?
Maybe there's a little bit of that. And then there's Steve Kerr saying, you know what? I've won with these guys.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know. You got to earn my trust. You got to earn it here. This season, they had no choice, right? You had to embrace the youngsters.
True.
And they embraced Kuminga. And now you see them. They're all one heartbeat. Now, last year, at times, it felt like 2 different teams. Now they're one. It's one heartbeat. It's one team. You got Pods and Kuminga balling with the vets, with Steph Curry and Draymond. And those youngsters got those veterans hyped up right now. And then you come off the bench and you got Moody, you got TJD playing with Chris Paul and Klay Thompson. I can't believe how much I love Chris Paul right now. The way he comes in, it's just, we're gonna run our sets, and he's always talking.
I love how you smile when you say Chris Paul's name.
Dude.
There's a glow about you, like you're talking about your daughter almost.
No, seriously.
You're so happy.
I go back to coming out of swim class, me, baby Chaz, take a long shower.
And I called
you.
You
Know what I'm saying? And then I see there's a million missed calls. There's Shasky, there's Molly. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And Shasky, Chris Paul, what? And then I'm talking to Molly. I'm like, what? And then I do the video, and I'm like befuddled. Like, I did a hit for NBC. It's like, wait, Chris Paul's a warrior, and you had to just let it soak in for a second and say, okay, I actually see the vision now. Let me get the hate out my heart. I see the vision. And whenever he's coming up, you notice early in the shot clock too, he's telling guys who are in the corner, get over there. Hey, he's like his head, you see he's always finger pointing to get guys to move and this and that. I'm like, man, this guy's running the show. He's running the show. He is the point guard. So, look, I feel real good about this team right now. How can you not be hyped up after last night?
That's what I'm saying.
How can you not be hyped up after the last 18 games in which they're 14-4, and you look at the NBA standings? You look at the standings in the loss column.
And
you're 2 games behind Sacramento. You're tied with Dallas. You're 2 games above the Lakers in the loss column. And you're also 2 games behind Phoenix in the loss column. The 6th seed is right there for the taking. And don't let Minnesota drop the 3. Don't let OKC drop the 3. You think they want to see the Golden State Warriors in the first round? Honestly. In your heart of hearts, folks. You really think those teams want to see Steph and company coming out of that tunnel thinking, damn, we grew up watching these dudes dominate the league. Now we got to play them? Yeah, season's over, buddy.
Well, and the hallmark of the truly greats is you can have a subpar regular season by your own standards, get into the playoffs, and win it all.
Yep.
See Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
And if you don't think Steph Curry's on that type of a trajectory in terms of career impact, you're tripping.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. There's certain guys, when they get to the playoffs.
LeBron.
Yeah, you look at the bracket, you're like, oh.
Well, it doesn't matter what happened.
Even the Lakers last year, they advanced to the Western Conference Finals coming out and play in. Nobody wants to play them either. I don't care if they did lose to Sacramento last night. So the Western Conference, the Wild West is just getting wilder.
Who would you want to win in that game, Lakers-Kings? That's a rivalry game for you.
Yeah, I actually was rooting for the Lakers because I wanted Sacramento to drop in the loss column. But you know what? At the end of the day, Lakers get blown out. I don't lose any sleep over that. The Lakers.